بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. معكم مرفت عبد الفتاح، دكتوراه في تدريس اللغة الإنجليزية، خبرة 25 عاما، منهم 5 سنوات بجامعة القصيم بالسعودية، مذاكرة التعليم العام والدولي والتعليم التجريبي واللغات. بقدم لكم إن شاء الله درس تجريبي اليوم، درس نموذجي عن conditional sentences، جملة if الشرطية بحالاتها. نتناول منهم إن شاء الله، هم عبارة عن 4 حالات، هنتناول منهم اليوم حالتين: الزيرو كونديشنال والفيرست كونديشنال والسكند كونديشنال، يبقى الصفرية والأولى والتانية. Let's start. Conditional sentence. Here we have structure. A conditional sentence is composed of two parts. If I speak about if, so I have two parts of if. The first part is the if clause, and the second part is the main clause. So I have two parts. First part is if clause. The second part is the main clause. If I give you an example to illustrate the exercise, example, if it rains tomorrow, this is the first part. If it rains tomorrow, we will not come. This is the second part. So the second part is dependent on the result of rain. If it rains, so I won't come. We will not come. So the first part, this is the if clause. This is the part of the if clause. The second part is the main clause. So I have two parts. If all the time it has about two parts. First part is the if clause. The second part is the main clause. So let's go on to tackle the two cases. There are 4 types of conditional sentences. I have 4 types, but I will not give you their conditional first and the second case today only. Okay, so go ahead, let's start. Okay, what about the zero conditional? Okay, zero conditional صفرية is a structure used for talking about facts or truths, general truths or scientific facts. If something is a fact, so I must use zero conditional. If I speak about a fact, if I speak about a truth which happens, so I must use zero conditional. Okay, let's see what is the zero conditional. Zero conditional, I have number one, first part in the if clause, so I have a present simple. In the if clause, I have present simple. In the main clause, I have present simple also. So the two are present, whether with the first part with if and the second part with the main clause, so it is also present. Example, if you heat water to 100 degrees, boils. If you heat water to 100 degrees, boils. So I have you here, it is subject pronoun in the plural form, so it's heat. I don't add is. Why? Because you is plural, so I don't add is. But here I add is. Why? Because there is a subject pronoun it. Okay? So I must add is. Because it's absent here. So here the first part, present simple, present simple. Why? Why I use present simple? Because I speak about facts or truths. Example, another example, if you heat iron, it expands. If you heat iron, it expands. You also subject pronoun in the plural form, so I use heat. Expands because I have it at the same time. So the first one is the conditional. When should I use it? When I speak about general truth or a fact. Example, here I speak about present, present, present simple, present simple. Okay, let's go on to the next. First conditional is a structure used for talking about possibilities in the present or in the future. So here I speak about something which is possible, something which may happen, whether at present or in the future. Okay, so this is the first conditional, with if. What is the structure? Let's see the structure. In the if clause, I use the present simple. In the main clause, I use future simple like can, may, or will plus verb infinitive. Can, may, will plus verb infinitive. So I have two parts. I have the if clause, the first part is in the at present simple. The second part will be future simple. Let's have an example. If you study hard, you will pass the test. If you study here, present simple. It is in the past and the part of the if clause. Okay? The second part will be well. I may omit well and what and add can. You can pass. I may also omit can and put may. You may pass the test. So here, if you study hard, you will pass the test. If you study hard, you may pass the test. If you study hard, you can pass the test. The three are correct. So this is something which is possible. Something which is possible. It may happen whether at present or in the future. So this is something which is possible. Okay, let's have an exercise to tell you what will you do if you have something like this. Number one, if you drink a lot, I leave you. So I have here two verbs. The first verb is drink between brackets. The second verb is leave. So if I speak about if you drink, so if you drink, so it is in the first conditional, okay? So if you drink, I will leave you. So let's try it. If you drink, here, I will leave. I will leave. This is the first part. What about the second part? If we buy tickets, buy is between brackets, we go to the concert. Go also between brackets. So what will be the answer? This is the first case, first conditional. So if we buy, so this is the answer. What will happen if you buy? What will happen? Hmm? We will go. We will go. What about this next part? If he loses, because this is at present, if he loses his key, because I have lose here is between brackets, and here we have he at present, and it is an absent pronoun, so I must add s to the verb. If he loses his key, you will lend him yours. You will lend. You will lend. You will lend him yours. What about the next? If they, I have dance here between brackets, so it won't be changed because it is at present. If they dance, okay, they will get tired. Will get. They will get. Or they may get. They may get. Okay. Or they can get. What about the next? If they not stop talking, we not finish our lesson. So here I must negate the sentence. It will be at present. So if they don't stop, if they do not stop, if they do not stop, what will happen? We will not finish. We will not finish. We will not finish. About the last example, if you take if you take the dog for a walk, I give you some money. Here I don't change take, I write it the same. If you take, because it is the first case, first conditional. If you take the dog for a walk, I will give you some money. Will give you some money. Or I may give you some money. I can give you some money. So as you see, the first one, drink, will leave. Number two, buy, will go. Three, loses, will end. Four, dance, will get or may get. don't stop. The next will not finish. The last one take, will give or may give or can give. Okay, let's move on the last part of our lesson today. Just a minute, I already read these. Okay, yeah, I just omit the writing because I want to get down. Okay, so let's move on to the second part, the second conditional. Second conditional is used to express an imaginary present or improbable thing. So here I speak about something which is improbable, something which it express something which is improbable at the present. Or I speak about a situation which is imaginative situation. Imaginary means something won't happen, something won't happen at present, or it is improbable. Let's see the structure. This also, as I told you before, I have if clause and I have many clause. What about if clause? If clause past simple here, if past simple. The second part would be would, could, or might plus verb infinitive. Would, could, might plus verb infinitive. Example: if I won $1 million, I would buy a big house. Here won. If I won $1 million, won here it is in the past. It is an irregular verb. When won. The second part would be could. Could buy. I may omit could and put would. I may omit would and put might. Why not? So the three are correct. Whether I put would or could or might. Plus verb infinitive. Buy is in the infinitive form. I don't add s or ing or whatever. Okay. So example, if I won $1 million, I would buy. I could buy. I might buy. Okay, so it expresses something which is improbable. It's a situation which is improbable. Clear? Okay. Let's take an example. I have also an exercise about this, the last case. This is the second case, as I told you, and we will finish our lecture with answering this exercise. The first part, as I told you, if you drink or drank, it is the second part. So if you drank, so here, if you drank. If you drank a lot, I would leave you. I would. So it is in the second part. I would leave. Verb infinitive. I would leave you. Number two, if we buy tickets, we go to the concert. This is also second case. So it will be bought because it is in the past form. So if you bought is a regular verb. We would go to the concert. The second, third, number three, if he lost his key, he lose, so it will be in the past form, so it will be, if he lost his key, you would lend, so it would be, if he lost his key, you would lend, verb infinitive. I may also put might, I may put could, you could lend, so the three are correct. If they danced, it is in the past form, regular verb. Yeah, what will happen here? I have verb get. Okay, so they would get in the second case, they would get. What about the next? Here, not stop and not finish. So they must be in the negative form in the second conditional. So if they didn't stop, If they didn't stop, did not stop. If they didn't stop, we wouldn't finish. We wouldn't finish. We wouldn't finish. Okay? We couldn't finish. We might not finish. The three are correct. The last sentence, if you take or talk, if you talk, because in the past, second form, second conditional. So if you talk the dog, if you took the dog for a walk, I would give you some money. Because in the second case, I would give you some money. Okay, so here I have drank, would leave. Number two, bought, would go. Three, lost, would lend. Four, danced, would get. Five, didn't stop, wouldn't finish. The last one, took, would give. Thanks a lot for your listening. This is just your raise, okay, the answers. And I hope that you understand what I explained for you. For about, I have three cases which I explained. I about the zero conditional, the first and the second conditional. Thanks a lot for listening. And